Hello and welcome, one and all, to tonight's edition of the Super Metroid Item Randomizer League. We have the Vileplumes versus Order of the Elephant, CanadianOwl versus Tilimorf. These are the power players, and that means tonight's race is going to be a regular major-minor split, just like we saw in the previous round. Now that we are in the playoffs, this pretty interesting here. The Vileplumes went 11-3 in the group settings. A very strong showing from them, and the Order of the Elephant went a pretty decent 7-7 for 21 points overall, which still pretty strong. So we'll see how this goes here. CanadianOwl definitely a pretty good player, as is Tilimorf. So we're going to be seeing, I think, what it's going to amount to a fantastic race. And they are off right now. We see Tilimorf using a little bit of palette change on Samus. Nice to see some of the variety throughout these runs here in this league. And so, like I said, this is a major-minor split. Pretty standard. There's no boss shuffle, no anything, no door shuffle or anything like that. We're going to see all of the major items, effectively where all of the major items are in the standard game. So major items are, of course, the Morph Ball, which we see the vanilla location right there. Right on the pedestal, and anything else, right, that would be a big pickup for Samus. Suits, beams, energy tanks, grapple beam, all of those sorts of things. And of course, the opposite minors are going to be those ammunition, so super missiles, power bombs, and of course, regular missiles. So we'll see where our runners want to go. They're going to check here the ceiling. It's a reserve tank. Pick that up early on. It's basically a slightly worse E-tank. You know, we'll take that. And there's some first or second bit of ammo there in the form of regular missiles. We do have some power bombs early, which is really nice. We'll see if any of the runners want to go off to the left over here, kind of toward the meme route, and at least check out what the ammunition is over there. Possibly some supers. Once they have those, basically everything is open up. Looks like Tilimorf wants to go straight up, but here's a CanadianOwl going to be checking over here, getting some additional power bombs. That's actually kind of a nice reward. This will give Owl the option to go and do Gauntlet if he so chooses. Whereas Tilimorf will have to kind of rely on maybe finding another pack of power bombs before Gauntlet becomes an option. All right. And there's some missiles there under Old Mother Brain for Tilimorf. We're going to see CanadianOwl check that ammo spot there. We'll see how much ammunition the runners want to pick up. That's always something that's kind of interesting for a major-minor split. Owl's saying, no, I don't want those. You know, when you have a major-minor split, right, there's always that, do I rely on finding charge beam, or do I start to pick up ammunition? So looks like Owl is kind of in that zone of, well, you know, I'm going to pick up whatever ammunition's on my way, but I'm not going to pick up some things that I feel are unnecessary. So Owl's skipping up those regular missiles right away there under Old Mother Brain. We'll see if he wants to skip these. Nope, I'm going to pick those up. So I'm going to have the 10 to Tilimorf's 15. Regular missiles, going to be a dime a dozen. Really what the runners are going to want are super missiles. Super missiles are the big thing. And of course, a comfortable number of power bombs. Now, Owl has 10, which is pretty decent for early on, but they're still going to have to manage those very carefully. All right, Tilimorf coming in here to Bomb Terizo and finding the spring ball. Oh, yeah. That is spectacular. Best item in the game right there. We see Bomb Terizo does not activate because our runners do not have bombs. So, free fight. All right, Tilimorf going to try some Alcatraz. Nicely done there. First try. Owl not going for Alcatraz. Just going up the regular way. All right. Yeah, this makes sense. Owl is going to go up the regular way to go over to the ship. And, ooh, here's a wave beam at Terminator for Tilimorf. That is a really, really nice pickup there. Nice beam upgrade. One thing that is going to allow Tilimorf to do is to be able to get through the wave gates. So I think Al is going to go and do that early gauntlet that I talked about. Something that is an option for him and not for Tilimorf because of those additional power bombs. So this will be a one more major. Now, suits cannot be in criteria per the kind of seed randomizer rules settings. And this will give to Owl access to kind of 2 more minors. We don't have any supers yet, and 1 additional major. So could be something like Charge Beam up here. If it's Charge Beam up here, that's going to be really, really nice pickup there for Owl. Going to have that pretty early. Whoa, it's Plasma Beam! And we see Ice Beam there in the Brinstar Reserve location. Oh, man, Plasma. So Owl is going to be walking around with Plasma Wave really early on because we know Wave over in Terminator, and there's very, very little chance for Owl to forget that. Wow, that's a huge pickup. All right, Ice Beam's a nice pickup there, too. It's going to basically ensure that we need, we can get through the Metroid rooms pretty easily, pretty handily. All right, now Owl's all the way through Terminator, Gauntlet, and we'll see what kind of ammo. Oh, it's double supers! Wow, this is going to give Owl basically 20 supers when he gets down over here to Green Brinstar. That is a spectacular number of supers, almost enough to defeat Ridley right away. That is awesome. And whoa, Varia's suit just hanging out here at the bottom of Green Brinstar. Whoa, man, easy seed. That is spectacular. Oh, man. Oh, boy, Tilimorf, that color is going to make me think you've got Gravity Suit all night long. Look at this. There's the wave beam for Owl, and he's going to be going to get that. Oh, boy. Got to be careful there, Tilimorf. He's going to be going to pick up that ice beam. Wow. Owl is basically set on beams, barring the charge beam showing up somewhere. Holy. All right. Tilimorf not going around to visit the Edicoons. Just one more piece of ammo over there. So it's, kind of not worth it. We're going to find out what's in Big Pink here. And there's some more super missiles for CanadianOwl. Yep, there's all 20 there. Yeah. These are awesome, awesome early pickups. Tilimorf, we're going to be skipping Mission Impossible. Just a minor over there. But we're going to be checking out what is in the Big Pink E-Tank here. Remembers that he has the wave beam, so it could just open up the wave gate the easy way. Some more power bombs there for Owl. Ooh, and it's an X-ray scope. So that's 2 parts of the trifecta right there. Now, Tilimorf doesn't have the second part, but Owl does. So if that charge beam shows up, then whammo blammo, microwave beam online. And that'll be something that'll give Owl an incredible edge, right? Plus, the just the ability to blow through enemies with that plasma beam damage is something that's huge for Owl. There's an E-Tank right there. It's a charge statue. Now, we're not going to be able to check Waterway, so that is going to be remain unknown for the moment. There's some additional ammo there for Owl. 25 supers, man. That is just unbelievable. All right, Tilimorf going to skip the pipe missiles. We don't know what ammo is there, but it is only ammo. Oh, I think it was a little too low there, Al, to do that clip, but that was awesome. That was really, really awesome. All right, Tilimorf going to be going down, so not over to the wrecked ship there. Interesting. I think I kind of like this, right? You've got various suits, so you can almost take on Ridley. It's a really tough fight with effectively one E-Tank, plus getting through Lower Norfair. And I say effectively because you got one E-Tank in a reserve. But there's a lot of stuff there to be able to pick up. So some additional E-Tanks I would expect would show up, and now you can go all the way down to Ridley and kind of take that out. And you're gonna go basically maybe Kraid, Ridley, Dragon, Phantoon, which is a really, really efficient order to go through the game here. Now, the only caveat to that is the gravity suit would kind of have to show up somewhere in that order. But there's a ton of items that our runners are going to be able to check. And again, suits, which are majors, are going to show up only in major locations, right? So anywhere there's an E-Tank, anywhere there's an upgrade, beam, suit, space jump, high jump, speed booster, stuff like that. So something that would be really, really nice for our runners to find if they do want to go down to Lower Norfair would be that screw attack and make movement through that area. Screw attack, high jump, or space jump, actually. Any one of the three kind of movement items. They've already got spring ball. Would make that really, really nice. Now, the one thing that going down to Lower Norfair at this point in time would require a high jumpless lava dive, which is pretty dangerous. You definitely want 3 E-Tanks for that. Uh-oh, Tilimorf. I'm going to be watching Kraid stand up here. Take a little damage there, get Kraid to open up faster. Nice recovery. Alright, and Owl also going down the red tower here. What does Kraid have? E-Tank. Alright, so first boss down here for Tilimorf. Right now, the major difference between the two runners is, of course, that plasma beam that CanadianOwl has, which puts him slightly behind Tilimorf as long as they kind of follow along the same track, but does give CanadianOwl a bit of that incremental advantage that I like to talk about in some of these races, right? Being able to blow through enemies just that much faster with that plasma beam is going to give Owl a bit of an edge. All right, there's a reserve tank there for Tilimorf. That is kind of a comfortable-ish set of energy tanks for a high jumpless lava dive if Tilimorf wants to attempt that. Now, of course, I would imagine that that is not going to be on Tilly's mind until all of Upper Norfair is kind of cleared out as far as items. So we're going to be seeing Ice Beam, we're going to be seeing Norfair Reserve, Wave Beam, Speed Booster, all of that stuff. There's a plethora of majors kind of over in the Bubble Mountain area. And I think we're going to see all of those checked before we go down to Lower Norfair, right? Again, looking for a big movement item, space jump, high jump boost, gravity suit, speed booster. Speed booster is not really going to work for the getting through the lava room without the gravity suit. But it is a very advantageous movement item. It's something that would take our runners back up to the wrecked ship, opening up the wrecked ship reserve. So there's another E-tank there for Tilly. So yeah, ooh, ice escape. Looks good. Yeah, so smooth. I love that trick. The first time I got that trick, I was just so ecstatic because it looks so good. Now, one thing I will remind of our folks at home is the E-tank that was here has been swapped with the wreck ship right supers. So the E-tank major item is actually going to be over there in the wreck ship. Gives the wreck ship one more major item. Ooh, space jump. That's a good movement item for Tilimorf. So now that doesn't help with the lava room, of course, because the lava room is considered water, and without the gravity suit, the space jump does not work. But nevertheless, it is something that maybe it'll help our runners get over the moat. I don't know. I don't see them wanting to go over to the wreck ship just yet. I think. I'm not sure what would drive me to the wreck ship. Honestly, I would really just 100% want to risk going all the way down to Lower Norfair. So, Al going to be coming over to Ice Beam. We know that's just an E-tank from Tilimorf. And Tilimorf going to be heading over to Bubble Mountain, skipping the power bombs there in Cathedral. We got to see those really quickly, really briefly on his screen. Oh, God, I hate this room. This room is just the worst. When you get off cadence in this room, it's so easy to just take a bunch of damage, and if you're trying to do it suitless, like, just forget it. All right, so here is Bubble Mountain for Tilly. All right, CanadianOwl not going for that ice escape. Gonna be doing it the regular way. No problems. I know Al can do it. So, all right. So we're gonna find out what's over here at Speed Booster on Tilimorph's screen. Al gonna be coming in, picking up these super missiles, and then picking up the energy tank that's over at the high jump boots. Another pack of supers for Tilimorf. That puts Tilimorf at 30 supers maximum. Really nice thing about the randomizer is puts the maximums up the top there. I'm sorry, it was space jump and high jump, and it's just an E-tank over at Speed Booster for Tilimorf. I'm getting my items mixed up already. So thanks to our tracker, Ekir, who is posting up everything here on screen for you folks at home, so you can follow along a whole lot better than I'm doing. All right. So Tilimorf going to be coming back out to Bubble Mountain here. I would imagine Owl is going to be heading over to Bubble Mountain. And now we're going to be seeing a wave check from Tilimorf. Yep. And Owl coming right over. Double chamber is not so bad with this loadout here. Various suit, space jump. And you just kind of wobble jump through a lot of these rooms. We see Owl doing pretty much the same thing. Making use of it. Like I said, it's a really, really nice. Oh my goodness. Gravity suit just hanging out right there at Wave. That is it. I am 100% going to Ridley. You're going to Ridley. There's no way you're not going to Ridley at this point in time. You have all the movement items to get down there. The only thing you don't have is the Bentley of Super Metroid. That is screw attack, but it does not matter at this point in time. Our runner. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Never mind. Speak of the devil, and it shall appear. Screw attack over at the Norfair Reserve. That's just okay. Yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is turning out to be pretty linear. And going down is really the way to go. And Tilimorf has a bit of a lead here on CanadianOwl for that gauntlet check that Owl has made, which has given him the plasma beam. So if that charge beam shows up, Owl is in an incredible spot. Whereas Tilimorf has to rely a lot more on ammunition. And Tilimorf has been skipping a bit of the ammunition. Has more regular missiles, but is lower on the super missile range. And we see Owl picking up a 40th maximum there. So lots of supers, almost enough to defeat Mother Brain at this point in time, ammo-wise. Yeah, and Tilimorf is just going down to open up the Norfair Lava Room. Going to be going. There's no sense in just not going to Ridley at this point in time. Defeat Kraid, defeat Ridley, come back up, defeat Dragon, defeat Fantoon in the wrecked ship. You're not going to check out hardly anything in the wrecked ship. Maybe that wrecked ship writes supers as far as a major. And that's kind of it. The only thing you'd be really looking for is that charge beam, I think, by the time you get up to the wrecked ship. Ice beam has presented itself. Gravity suit, various suits, screw attack, space jump, spring ball, all have presented themselves. You know, and we know that, yeah, you want that, Al. We know that the plasma beam is ripe for the taking in the gauntlet, and it may be something that Tilimorf just never finds. So if this charge beam shows up, ooh, grapple beam, that's cute. That is absolutely cute. It's going to be nice if Tilimorf wants to use that against Dragon. Does not have the speed booster for the speed booster kill, as we've not found that just yet. But you know. So Ice Beam is going to let us clip to bot wound. So we don't really need anything. We don't need that. We don't even need speed booster now. Yeah, it's just effectively ammunition or charge. We've got enough to defeat Ridley. We've got enough to defeat Dragon. We've got enough to get over to Dragon, right? Like, yeah, this is. We're in like Flint. This has been a crazy seed. Uh-oh, Tilimorf losing the space jump. I hate that when that happens, man. I mean, it's easy to recover in with screw attack in worst room of the game. Just not really the worst room of the game when you have space jump and screw attack. Pretty easy for those folks who do Hundo or even GT Classic. You'll go through that room with this kind of a similar loadout, and you'll be like, yeah, this room's whatever. It just sucks when you lose your space jump. All right, Al making his way through pillars. Not going to be going over to get that grapple beam over at the Golden Chorizo statue. Behind Golden Chorizo. All right, Tilimorf checking out Firefleet. I wonder if Al will check out Firefleet before going down to Ridley. All right, Norfair Key Hunter room here for Tilimorf. I'm going to be coming over into the Wasteland shortly Owl just going straight down to the north to the key hunter room. All right, interesting. Only killing 2 of the key hunters reduces the lag a little bit here for that power bomb, but yeah, look at how Screw Attack makes these rooms just ridiculously easy. Absolute luxury item of Super Metroid. I like Owl's little sprite change. Alright, some regular missiles there for Owl. Checking out the power bombs of shame, which turns out to be regular missiles. Metal Pirates down for Tilimorf. Into Flower House room. Going to be coming into the Norfair farm room. And it's on to Ridley. In short order here for Tilimorf. Has 16 supers. I'm not a huge fan of that number, but looks like Tilimorf's going to use the Norfair farm room to farm up. Whoa. Look at Owl making use of that microwave beam without charge. Microwaving the Metal Pirates. Alright, Tilimorf farming up at 24. Needs a couple of more here. 30 is going to do it for Ridley. 30 is Tilimorf's maximum. Owl coming in here with 33. 33, well... yeah, I think he had a little bit less than 33, but picked up a couple there in the Screw Attack farm. Now has 34, so is good. So both runners going to be going into Ridley roughly the same time here. Oh man, this is pretty exciting. Yeah, Owl absolutely was using that microwave to conserve supers, which is pretty heads up, because that is what has given Owl a little bit of time makeup in comparison to Tilimorf. So that kind of heads up thing, kind of heads up play, and that's that incremental advantage I was talking about with the plasma beam. The other thing Owl has as far as a bit of advantage is it's some additional ammo that he's picked up earlier on. So it cost Owl that time to pick up, to go look for that ammo, right? Those 2 super packs in the back of Gauntlet, right? That's the difference. 40 to 30, right? Where we see Tilimorf coming into Ridley with 30 and Owl coming in with 40. So that is a huge difference. All right, Ridley producing an E-Tank and Owl saying, yeah, whatever, I don't need that garbage. Tilimorf wants it. Interesting that Owl says, I don't want that, because a couple more E-Tanks would be good for a stand-up glitch. If Owl so chooses, sometimes that can be the difference maker in a race like this. This is a pretty close race. All right, Owl back into Metal Pirates, and Tilimorf coming out through Flower House into Metal Pirates. Owl back into the Wasteland. This is really close. Our runners basically in the same room. They're chasing each other's tails. All right, Owl back into Norfair Key Hunter room. Going to be making use of the spring ball here. Lay this power bomb and then boom. Watch this. Watch this. Oh yeah, so smooth. Love it. Love that spring ball. Best item in the game. Not the best weapon, but the best item. Absolutely fantastic. All right, we'll see if Owl wants to check out Firefleet. We saw Tilimorf check that out earlier. No reason not to. It's a major item. Still looking for that vaulted charge beam. Oh, and it's a trash tank. And if Owl didn't want the regular E-Tank, he's not going to want that garbage. All right. As our runners make their way through Firefleet. Coming into Ruby room here. Man. Alright. Tilimorf wants some more ammo, as does CanadianOwl, and wow. These guys are really close. Yes. Yes, best weapon in the game is indeed the grapple beam. Absolutely. All right, into Three Musketeers here. Tilimorf going to check out what the Franker Z missiles is. It's some power bombs. I got 15. Don't want them. Let's see. Al says, nope, I'm not even going to bother checking. Three Musketeers. Oh, boy. Three Musketeers. I'm going to troll Tilimorf there. Al just using screw attack to get through, no problem. And we are back into Upper Norfair. Our runners in the same room at the same time. This is neck and neck, this race. They have remaining Dragon and Phantoon down, bosses remaining. And okay, Tilimorf looks like gonna go over to Crocomire. Can't use Frog Speedway. No speed booster. I don't think Tilimorf is going to go down to Crocomire. As there's two majors over there. And I just don't see it worth the time. Grapple Beam is really, really far away, and fighting Croc is just slow at this point in time. You're not really looking for anything except Charge Beam, and if it's down there, you're halfway to the ammo that you need, really, anyway. So, aha! Al is going to be using the clip. That is absolutely crazy. Look at how fast that is. And Al is back out into the business center using that clip. That is an incredible time save there for Al. That is heads up. Heads up. Yeah, I do like the farm there that Al did as well. Knowing that Al was going to do that clip, that really there, is a great combination of a kind of time usage and time save. So it didn't really cost Al a whole lot to do that farm, and Al is coming into Meridia with a far superior position in ammunition as opposed to Tilimorf, coming in with only 4 supers, now at 3. Going to be checking out Mama Turtle. There's a major in here, and as well as a minor. Can be checking out both. And what do we get? What is it? Oh, it's the Charge Beam! That's it. It's go mode. That is go mode. There is nothing else our runners need at this point in time. They don't need ammo anymore, and they don't need anything else. Charge Beam for both runners. Like I said earlier, we can Ice Clip to Bot Wound, so we don't need Speed Booster, and we don't need anything else for Phantoon. Phantoon's been open for quite a while. That's it. We are go mode here, and it's going to be down to execution. And I gotta say, this plasma beam is going to be a thing for CanadianOwl. It might also be something like Tilimorf not having that might be something where Tilimorf checks a couple more majors, whereas Owl just does not. Really nicely done there for Owl getting that ice clip first try. Oh no! Tilimorf killed the Metroid and is going to have to go get another one. And you can get this one and chase it all the way across. Oh, there you go. Gotta keep it on screen. And there we go. There we go. Nicely done there by Tilimorf. That always sucks. Alright, Al picking up the Botwoon E-Tank, which happens to be an E-Tank. Gonna give Al 5 E-Tanks there. Does not have Speed Booster, so kind of has to go through this way, up the top. Not much choice. And it is into the Coliseum there for CanadianOwl. Going to be over to Dragon. We'll see if Owl wants to try and use that microwave beam on Dragon again. So it's full on right now. Charge wave or charge plasma and X-ray. So there you go. Owl is definitely setting up for that. There's that bot wound E-Tank for Tilimorf. Tilimorf not going to be able to use that, but does have the grapple beam, so can make use of that. Going to do a little bit of farming right there. Still very, very low on supers, but I think Tilimorf is going to use a grapple kill there for Dragon. Meanwhile, Owl is got Dragon down. Here's Coliseum for Tilimorf. All right. Into the precious room for Owl. Gonna see a bit of a high five here in the precious room. Nope, right into the Coliseum. High five. Right through the door changes. All right, reverse Coliseum for Owl. And it's into Dragon for Tilimorf. Yeah, early, it's... So there's a point in chat about that early plasma beam. It's really a thing. It really, really is a thing. Just being able to blow through the enemies and then charge beam just showing up, right? Giving Owl the microwave beam. You know, it's incremental advantage, right? It's small things that has separated Owl between you know, like they're following along kind of the same route, but these small differences, right? Going out of his way to go through grapple, or I'm sorry, gauntlet, in order to, you know, be lucky enough to find that plasma beam that was there, you know, has really, really paid off, right? You think anything else being there, like, a high jump being there would have been really nice. Spazer beam being there also would be really nice because it gives CanadianOwl a full beam combo, right? Speed booster being there would be absolutely tremendous for Owl, right? Like these are the majors that we're missing, right? What would suck, and I think we would have seen Owl reset there, is like a reserve tank or an E-Tank. And I think he might have kept the E-Tank just because they didn't have any at that point in time. But you know, these kinds of things are and it's incredible, right? These runners are still pretty close. As we see Tilimorf going down here in through the sand pit, going to come out back into Aqueduct. Meanwhile, CanadianOwl coming up here to Crateria and could be going over to the wrecked ship, and this is going to be kind of the swan song here for CanadianOwl. All right, we're across the ocean. CanadianOwl showing off that spring ball. Look how lovely that is. It's a wonderful item. All right, Tilimorf out of Mount Everest. There's a little bit of a Sephi fish. Where's it? Ponk fish. Sephi fish? Ponk fish. You decide. All right. And here it is in the bottom of the wrecked ship. CanadianOwl is going to be coming into Fantoon. This should be a CanadianOwl. Owl should just wipe the floor with Fantoon here. This should be absolutely nothing. This loadout is incredible. Microwave beam once again should make Fantoon just nothing. Tilimorf coming across the moat. Oh, look at this setup. Nicely done. And yeah, it's gone. That is it. Get off my screen, Fantoon. Alright, Alright, Tilimorf coming across the ocean. Canadianowl celebrating with some fireworks. If you blinked, you missed Phantoon. That microwave beam, right like that, right there. So fast. Tilimorf is going to have to use either X Factors or Dopplers on Phantoon. They're just not as fast. Even a 2-round Doppler on Phantoon does not beat that microwave. It does no way. 1 round microwave. It's tough to set up, but it's 1 round, and it just boom. Yeah. All right. Owl showing off the spling ball yet again, going through the ocean. Here is Tilimorf fighting Phantoon. Come on, Phantoon. Open your eye. Open your eyes. Oh, no. Tilimorf was just a little bit off to the right there and missed Phantoon's eye. Stop, Phantoon. Stop. All right, looks like Tilimorf was setting up for Dopplers there. Didn't get a good count of how many he got. Meanwhile, Owl is coming over across here. Gonna be back in Terminator. I'll be back. Well, it looked like a half decent Doppler there for Tilly. All right, okay. That one I think was a little quick. This one here should do it here for Tilly, and we should have Phantoon down. You can see the difference. Finding that plasma beam, huge for Owl. Phantoon down for Tilly. Meanwhile, Owl coming into Torian. Metroid room number 1. Ice beam, no problem. Good night, Metroids. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Let's see how Owl takes this next room. Nice grouping strat. Tilimorf using that spring ball. Yeah, love that item. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Owl getting grabbed. Alright, just gonna group the rest of them up. No problem. Got regular morph ball bombs. There it is. Good night, Metroids. We'll see you later. And Owl into Metroid room number 4. Meanwhile, Tilimorf coming across the ocean. And it is into the baby for Canadianowl. Meanwhile, Tilimorf comes back to the ship. Not great position ammo-wise. 6 supers isn't really fantastic. So it looks like, yeah, Tilimorf is, in fact, going to refill at the ship here. I like this move from Tilimorf, just because he wasn't really in that great a position ammo-wise. So I think this is a heads-up play. Meanwhile, we see Canadianowl getting caught by the baby. Does not have the high jump boots, so I think that is just kind of like impossible to do without it. I'm sure somebody super awesome like Kip or Zosty or somebody can do it without high jump boots, but Owl looked like he wanted to give it a shot, but got caught anyway. All right, Tilimorf coming into Torian. Meanwhile, Owl opening up the final Ghidorah. No save. Don't blame him. And it's into Zebskip. Freeze the Rinka, and we're through. All right, Owl has turned off Screw Attack. That's probably for the Zebskip there. Excuse me, and it's on to Mother Brain 1. our Metroid room number 1 for Tilimorf. Nice, easy way through there. Ice Beam makes this really, really nice and easy. Look at this. There's going to be 20 shots here for CanadianOwl. And so this is another one of those huge difference makers, right? It's 20 shots for CanadianOwl. I don't even know how many shots it is for Tilimorf. If Tracy's in chat, she can tell you, because she's got all this math figured out. Yeah, our admin team, super awesome. Oh, thank you very much, Silent Martyr, for the raid. Happened a little while ago, but we appreciate it. All right, Tilimorf coming into the baby. Meanwhile, Owl just doesn't have enough E-tanks there to go for the stand-up, so just taking the regular kind of cut scene. Oh, there we go. It is, yeah, it's definitely not 20. So it looks like it's about 100 shots for Tilimorf. So it's significantly more, five times more, in fact. So, you know, that plasma beam has really been the definer of this race. Has absolutely been the defining find. And you think about it, right? Like, if there was some other trash item up there, right? If there was a reserve tank or an E-tank, that is time that CanadianOwl spent that Tilimorf didn't, and, you know, gives a big edge to Tilimorf. Right, as far as kind of time-wise, checking things and things like that. Another really nice thing that was up there was double packs of supers. So Gauntlet was a huge play for Owl, and really the kicker to that actually was Owl finding the second pack of power bombs over in the meme route that Tilimorf did not go and check. That was what started Owl down that way to even enable Owl to go and check Gauntlet, right? Because Tilimorf didn't have that option. Tilimorf nicely saving a ton of ammo here for Mother Brain too. 25 supers. It does take 60 supers, but going to save 15 here, which is pretty nice. That's what is going to take. Once Tilimorf gets the catch-up beams, 15 supers is going to be enough to take out the rest of Mother Brain 2's energy. Right, and Owl is onto the escape here. No speed booster, so we have to go through this room the normal way. Just running up the stairs there. So it's always funny when you see people kind of like jump over those stairs. You can actually just run, and it just treats it as a slope, and you can just run right up them stair-looking things. Even though it looks like there's no way Samus should be able to, should just get stopped cold. Just treat it as a slope. All right, there's the catch-ups. So Tilimorf can use supers at this point in time. Switches over to supers. Woo! Mother Brain 2 is down. Tilimorf going to be into the cutscene. Really nicely done there by Tilimorf. Not taking a lot of damage. Managing ammo really well. Pretty heads up. Alright. Owl just gratuitously showing off that spling ball. And going to be hitting into the ship here. And that is going to do it for CanadianOwl. So CanadianOwl is going to be our winner. And that is going to give this race to the Vileplumes. GG's. We'll see if we can get Owl into voice here. Join us. Hey, Owl.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
So you go to meme route. You find those power bombs over there. The second pack of power bombs. What are you thinking?
There's no supers. I have to go up.
that's your only thought? No supers?
Yeah.
So you get into Gauntlet, you find Plasma Beam and 2 packs of supers.
Mm-hmm.
How happy are you?
Well, I'm glad about the plasma beam. And the 2 supers were a surprise.
Yeah. Well, I gotta tell you, the differentiator between you and Tilimorf was that Plasma Beam.
It certainly looks like it.
It was that Plasma Beam. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Tilimorf did not find the second set of power bombs, so did not have the option to go to Gauntlet. But the Plasma Beam gave you so it gave you the option for the microwave beams that you did both on Metal Pirates, and then all the bosses that you ended up microwave beaming once the charge beam showed up. So like, and that was huge time saves for you. The Metal Pirates was the ammo, which was incredibly heads up. What were you thinking about when you decided you wanted to do that?
Well, it's usually a strat I do when I want to conserve ammo, and I don't think I had charge at that point, so I didn't want to use my supers.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have charge at that point in time, and that was unbelievably heads up, because what had happened there was you had enough ammo to go straight over to Ridley, whereas Tilimorf had to farm a little bit, and that put you neck and neck.
Did they have grapple? Because I just saw that it was at screw attack.
Yeah, Tilimorf did find grapple over at screw attack, and you skipped that. That's actually what Tilimorf used to kill Dragon, whereas you just microwave Dragon. So that was something that as an option that you had because of that plasma beam. So was there anything special that you did coming into this week, knowing that you were the power player?
Not really. Just did a couple of practice seats.
Okay.
I did get a map completion PB.
Oh, nice.
Last night. So that was sort of some practice with movement.
Well, that's really nice. Yeah. So you knew this was a major minor split, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel really comfortable coming into this week? Because it's something that you've probably done 100, 1,000 times.
Somewhat comfortable. Somewhat the Randos I've done. All had a twist. Like Dash has its features. Like I did boss Rando, random start. Route Rando. So just plain major minor.
Yeah.
Rando was a bit of a I hope I don't do anything too drastic.
Yeah. We do have official SRL times for these folks. Owl's official SRL time is 48:35, and Tilimorph's is 52:30. So GG's to both of our runners here who have completed fantastic races. This is absolutely awesome. We'll see if we can get Tilimorph in here to chat with. So, is there something you're looking forward to for kind of the rest of the this round? I know you're kind of out right now, as being the power player, and you've done your race. But is there something that maybe you might be working with your teammates for the Vario or the Gravity players in order to kind of strategize as far as kind of what randomizer or what mode they want to pick for the gravity players, or are you working with the
Not
variety
really.
players? No,
Not
on the
really.
dash.
Zeb can do what he wants if it can win the game.
Fair enough. All right, fair enough. Welcome, Tilimorf. How you doing? So
I'm doing good.
So you're coming in. You're the power player, and you got a major minor. Is there anything special you did kind of to practice or train for this week's race?
Not really, not particularly. I was familiar with this since it's been the main category for the last couple of randomizer leagues.
Yep.
So, not really, just play a lot of Super Metroid.
No, that's fair. Anything you changed around because you knew you were racing Owl?
I tried to be pretty picky on my checks, but turns out I missed a big one at Gauntlet, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so Al went over kind of to the meme route and checked out what was over there, and there was a second pack of powder bombs, and that gave Al the ability to go and check out Gauntlet really early. And up there was plasma, and then following all the way through was not one but two packs of super missiles. So yeah, Gauntlet was kind of loaded.
Nice early items.
Yeah. Gauntlet was really loaded. And that set Owl up in a lot of different ways that ended up hampering you. With Dragon, Fantoon, Owl was able to microwave beam, and you had to do kind of more traditional ways. You Doppler Fantoon and use grapple on Dragon. It's just some other small stuff like that. Don't being the big difference. So, is there anything that you're working with your teammates for in order to kind of set them up for the rest of the week? We've got the Varia and the Gravity Suit players yet to come.
Not really. We've just been all practicing individually since we'll all be running different categories. It's kind of hard to practice together.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Is there anything that you're expecting from the Vileplumes for your Gravity Suit player? I know they are the higher seed. They're going to have kind of the choice for what mode. Is there any kind of angle you think your teammates are taking for that, or are you just going to practice all three modes?
I believe they already scheduled their race and chose their mode since it's predetermined, but I do not recall what it was.
Well, that's the first problem.
Oh, yep, there it is. It is on Saturday. We're going to have Vileplumes versus Order. That's going to be Zeb 316 versus Thornetto. And it is major minor full area no boss randomization. That is what they have selected. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see. So yeah, it is already scheduled. Cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff. It's so much on the schedule. It's hard to keep up and you miss stuff like that. So, any other thoughts here, guys, before we send it off, or anything you want to say?
Even though I lost, I'm still very happy with my time. I came in within a minute of my fastest randomizer ever, so that was pretty nice.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, 39% collection rates. Pretty good. Nothing to shake a fist at.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick seed.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was, yeah.
Well, that was the last thought I had. Once again, GG. It was a fun seed to race.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, I absolutely want to thank both of you for coming out, putting on what I feel was yet another spectacular race here in the Super Metroid Item Randomizer League. I want to thank the tracker here in the booth with me, Ecare, who has been tracking all this stuff as we go silently, keeping everything looking nice on the screen so you all at home know what each of the runners have. That is going to do it for us. We've got upcoming races. This is the last race of today, but tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have Croc Ovin versus Dog Ate My Morph Ball. We have another race also at 8 p.m. So 2 races simultaneously, one on Speed Gaming 2, the other on Speed Gaming 3. So get your dual monitor setups out to watch both at once. And that is going to be Team versus Johnny B. Croak. Woody versus the French Lightning John. Man, there's so many good teams left here. At 9 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to have Team 3 versus Slow. And we've got a slew of stuff on Friday, Saturday, and going to round out the weekend with some stuff on Sunday. The capstone being at 8 p.m. on Sunday, all times again Eastern Time. Funky Town versus the Good Boys. So be sure to check out the schedule for all of the Super Metroid Item Randomizer League action, as well as all the other really cool stuff, tournaments and other things that the Speed Gaming family of channels are going to be putting on, which is some really, really cool stuff. And once again, thank you all for joining me for this edition of the Super Metroid Item Randomizer League, and we will see you next mission.